Proverbs 28, verse 13. He who conceals his transgressions will not prosper, but he who confesses and forsakes them will find compassion. What do you do with your sins? What do you do with your iniquities? What do you do with your transgressions? Do you conceal them? Do you cover them over? Do you shove them in a closet somewhere in your heart and close the door and say, well, nobody sees that? He sees it. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, watching the evil and the good. There's no creature hidden from his sight, for all things are open and laid bare to the eyes of him with whom we have to do. He sees it. He knows that it's there. And you know deep down in your heart that you've walled off that area, that you've closed off that area, those bitter feelings that you've never dealt with, you just close that off. All that jealousy that you've never dealt with, you just close that off. God says the way to find compassion from me, the gateway to revival in your heart, a renewed passion and desire, when the rain falls of God's grace in your heart, is to start opening those closets and letting the sin out. Not concealing that sin, but confessing it to God and forsaking it. Honest confession. Calling a spade in your life. Calling sin what it really is, sin in your life and in my life. A confession of sin is not admission of sin. It's not like the guy that gets pulled over going 75 and a 55, and the cop comes over and says, hey, you were going 75 and a 55. And you're like, yeah, you caught me. I was. Put it on my tab. It's not like that. It's where you say, God, not only did I break your law, but God, I broke your heart. And God, what I did was wrong. It was so wrong. And God, I want you to forgive me for that sin. You name it and you nail it to the cross of Jesus Christ.